All right, I'm looking at the clues by Sam. Today's puzzle is supposed to be hard. Let's see how we do. Only one of the two innocents below Hank is Tom's neighbor. One of the two innocents below Hank is Tom's neighbor. Well, that's Peter or Wanda. One of those two is innocent, which means Lucy has to be the other innocent. Okay? Exactly. Two of the three innocents neighboring Olive. Two of the three innocents neighboring Olive are in row 3. Well, that has to be Lucy and Kevin. Okay? And so 3 innocents neighboring Olive. There's 2. Peter and Wanda are one of each, so that's the third. So Tom is actually a criminal. Row 4 has more criminals than any other row. That's going to be helpful eventually, probably. There's an odd number of innocents neighboring me. So Tom has not. Well, there's 3 people neighboring, so it has to be 1 or 3. And since Peter and Wanda are one of each, it can't be all 3. So Olive has to be a criminal. Only one of the 2 innocents neighboring Zach is Zena's neighbor. So Zach has 2 innocents neighboring him out of these 3, and only one of them is Zena's neighbor. So Ryan and Sarah are one of each, and Zena has to be the other innocent neighboring Zach. Ivan and I have an equal number of innocent neighbors. Ivan and I. Well, Zena has 1, 2 or 3. So Ivan has to have 2 or 3. That's not super helpful yet. Row 4 has more criminals than any other row. Well, row 4 already has 2. I don't know that we can say much more than that. They bring me one of each. But that's all we've got to go off of right now. Okay, Ivan and I have an equal number of innocent neighbors. Well, one thing we know is that row 4 has 2 or 3 criminals. Can't have 4 because Ryan and Sarah are one of each. So row 4 has 2 or 3. If row 4 only had 2, Peter would be innocent. And Wanda would be a criminal, and row 5 would already have 2. And row 4 has to have more. So Peter actually... Yeah, if Peter is innocent, then row 4 and row 5 both have 2 criminals. So Peter actually has to be a criminal, which means Wanda's innocent. There we go. Okay. Probably should have seen that a little bit sooner, actually. But, okay, so row 4 has 3. So no other row can have more than 2 criminals. Okay, there's an odd number of innocents neighboring Ivan. Odd number of innocents. So out of the 8 neighbors of Ivan, there's an odd number of innocents, which means there's an odd number of criminals as well. Zena says, Ivan and I have an equal number of innocent neighbors. Well, we know it's an odd number because there's an odd number of innocents around Ivan, and Ivan and Zena have the same number. So whatever that number is, it has to be odd, and Zena has 2 or 3, so Zena have to have 3. So Zach is innocent, and Ivan is going to have 3 innocents. Sarah is one of, okay. Only one of the, I'm going to look at this first because it was the first one that I uncovered. I'll go over that one. Only one of the 2 farmers has a criminal directly above them. One of the 2 farmers. Okay, so these are the 2 farmers. Criminal directly above them. So Donna and Freya are one of each, is effectively what that's telling us. Okay, Sarah is one. So I'm going to get rid of that already, actually. Sarah is one of Nicole's 3 criminal neighbors. So Sarah is a criminal, which makes Ryan innocent. Nicole has 3 criminal neighbors. So Julie, Ivan, and Martin need 2 more criminals. Singers are so cool. Okay, Ryan, if you say so. We know Ivan has 3 innocent neighbors. And Nicole has 3 criminal neighbors. So Julie, Ivan, and Martin need to have 2 criminals among them. And I don't know if that's super helpful, though. Because Julie and Martin could both be criminals. Because there's only one more innocent around Ivan. But we know, what else do we know? I don't know if that's helpful. We need to make sure row 2 doesn't have more than 2 criminals. Okay, 2 of the 3 singers, oh, I didn't even see this clue. 2 of the 3 singers have an innocent directly above them. Singers, okay, so these 3 here, 2 of them have an innocent directly above them. So Hank, Ivan, and Julie, there's 2 innocents. Two innocents. Okay, but Ivan needs to have 3 innocents. We already have Lucy and Donna or Freya, so we only have 1 more innocent around Ivan. So Hank and Julie can't both be innocent. And so 2 of these 3 have to be innocent, and it can't be Hank and Julie, so Ivan has to be one of them. There's nothing cool about being a criminal, okay? Yeah, Ivan, that's true. 2 of the 3 things. Okay, so Hank and Julie are one of each. Okay, so around Ivan, we have Donna or Freya, we have Hank or Julie, and we have Lucy. That's the 3 innocents, and Ivan and Zena has the same. So I think that means Martin, Nicole, and Carol all have to be criminals. Be like a rock star. No, wait, I am a rock star. The only thing cooler than a criminal rock star is an ice cube. In the literal sense, it is cooler, yes. Criminal. There's an equal number of innocents in rows 1 and 2. Well, row 1 has 2 innocents. Row 2 needs to have 2 innocents, and that's Julie or Hank plus Ivan, so Gus is a criminal. All criminals in row 1 are connected, so Donna has to be criminal and Freya has to be innocent. What do criminal farmers even do? Sell pigs and pokes? I don't know, maybe they steal animals from other farmers. That could be what a criminal farmer does. Will we waste the whole weekend bickering about this? Probably. Okay, so we're good there. Good there. Sarah is one of Nicole. Okay, Nicole has 3 criminal neighbors. Sarah, Martin, Julie has to be the other one. Criminal farmers are the coolest, says a criminal farmer. And Hank is innocent. I think farmers are way cooler than singers. All right. Well, everybody has opinions about what's cool and what's not cool today. So let me know if your solve was cool and if your name was in the grid and whether you are a criminal or an innocent. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.